college acceptance letters are rolling in, and suddenly, some applicants don't even want to hear from Columbia. An admissions consultant who helped 10 clients get accepted to the Ivy League school's class of '29 told the Post that not a single one plans to attend. This would not have been the case 3 years ago, Christopher Rimm said. The actual brand has been tarnished. As for September's incoming freshman class, Rimm said, "I think it's going to be the students who didn't get in anywhere else." This comes as the school has mishandled pro-Palestinian protests, and the Trump administration has threatened to pull some $400 million in federal grants. On Friday, interim university president Katrina Armstrong resigned her post amid allegations that she had told the federal government she would implement a mask ban for campus protests, but privately promised faculty it would not happen. "There's so much up and down craziness, and Columbia doesn't seem stable at all," said Rimm, who is the CEO of Command Education. Instead, he explained, his clients who were accepted to Columbia during this year's regular admissions cycle are headed to schools like NYU and Duke. One Command advisee chose Washington University in St. Louis over Columbia, Duke, and the University of Pennsylvania. A second Columbia-accepted client, who grew up in New York City and wants to stay here, opted for NYU. Another picked Duke. The rest are yet to select a school, but have all already eliminated Columbia, Rimm said. It's even extending to legacies. Ethan, a Manhattan high school senior and client of Command Education, was accepted to Columbia, which both of his parents graduated from. "We were hopeful that the new president at Columbia would turn things around, which is why Ethan applied," his mother, who asked to withhold the family's name for privacy reasons, told the Post. Rimm talked the family out of applying to the Manhattan Ivy during the early decision round, which requires a binding commitment with acceptance. He would be taking a gap year now if he had applied early, his mom said. Ethan has narrowed down his choice to Harvard and Stanford, and he also got into Yale, Princeton, and Duke. He won't be distracted and disturbed by all of the nonsense protesters at Columbia, and he will get a much better education, his mother said. Rimm's only 2 advisees currently committed to Columbia were accepted in the early decision round. But now that campus protests are ramping up again, both want out. "They wanted Columbia initially, but we're going to work with them for free," Rimm said, "on transferring because they don't want to go there, they don't feel safe, and I think it's the right thing to do." Their parents, he added, don't really trust the university to protect the students. The leadership at Columbia has not been so trustworthy, and they feel like it could be violent. Rimm says these students are also worried about what might happen if the university gets defunded by the Trump administration. They are concerned, like, what does this mean? Trump is still going to be president for the next 4 years, and 4 years is college, he said. Anything could happen. Columbia's acceptance rate for the current admissions cycle is 4.29%, up from 3.86% last year. The applicant pool also shrunk slightly, from 60,248 to 59,616 students. Given the ding to the school's desirability, Rimm predicts it might become easier and easier to get into.